Rabat. This is Rabat. We just got here and you can see the difference between Rabat and Marrakesh. You will know that this is more modern. And guess what? I got my brother here in Morocco who speaks my language, Yoruba.
Maybe if you cannot afford UK or you cannot afford Canada for now, you can come here. You'll still be making your money little by little.
We have to look for something to eat before we die of hunger. And guess what? The only thing we can eat out here is McDonald's. Welcome, Coach Eric, to Marriott.
But the good thing that we've tried to do in our little way is to set the standard.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Welcome to my journey from London to Rabat as we go behind the scenes at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations draw. Yeah, it's the early morning flight all the way to Marrakesh first, and from there head to Rabat. Yeah, of course, that's how we make the journey. Welcome to AY Sugar Naija Lifestyle channel. My name is AY Sugar. And today I'll share my adventure from departing at London Gatwick to experiencing the vibrant life in Morocco. Let's get started, shall we? Our adventure begins at London Gatwick Airport, ready to board my Wizz Airlines flight, leaving behind the familiar sights of London and setting off towards a new destination. 3 hours, 50 minutes. This is my second time in about 2 months. With excitement building as the plane takes off, I can't help but wonder what stories await me this time around. Landing in Marrakesh is like stepping into a different world, a burst of color, culture, and energy. The RAK Airport in Marrakesh. I'm headed out. I'm going to pass through immigration, and after that I'll be out to get a bus, and I'll be meeting my friend Shina, who is also coming all the way from London. And guess who I have here with me? Shina Oludare, superstar reporter of many years with Goal.com, and now based now with Flash Score, and of course doing his thingy, some part of Sunderland. No, is it Newcastle now, right?
Newcastle, London, everywhere.
Newcastle, everywhere. Global, he's gone global. And we're together now, we'll be heading all the way to Rabat, of course from the airport, that's the airport Marrakech Menara, all the way down to the train station. Then we head to Rabat, which is about a 3-hour journey, and we should be ready to catch up with some stakeholders who are already in town for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations draw. So, well, what do you expect tonight, tomorrow night?
I'm expecting the Super Eagles to get a very tough fixture because looking at the seedings, it's not going to be easy for the Super Eagles. But if you want to be the best, you have to play the best, and the earlier the better.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe when it's very difficult for us on the beginning, it helps us to prepare ourselves for the long journey.
Yeah.
But when it's so easy, when we expect so much, we capitulate. So that's it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll give you more info as we journey on to Rabat. His warm smile reminds me of other trips in the past we've had, and we're looking forward to this one again. Soon after arriving, we connect with a Nigerian resident who's been living in Marrakesh for the past 9 years. And guess what? I got my brother here in Morocco who speaks my language, Yoruba. And it's strange, he lives here, he does restaurant business. What's the name, sir? Yomi, okay. Yomitel, okay.
Yomitel Nigerian food.
All right, so he lives here and he's trying to help us out, to get a taxi and to get to the train station to head to Rabat. It's already past midday in the very hot, very hot Marrakesh sun. Over a friendly conversation, he shares what life is really like in Morocco. Yeah, so Mr. Yomi, let's quickly speak with you. How long have you been in Morocco?
I've been here for like 9 years.
How easy has it been living?
I was formerly living in Rabat.
Okay.
Working as all these call center agents.
Okay.
I work with Morocco Telecom. I work with Royal Emeruwa.
Yeah.
Before I decided to come to Marrakesh. So coming to Marrakesh, I work with some hotels before I set up my own restaurants.
And how good is the business?
Yeah, it's better if you have something doing. But for you to be working with somebody, it's not really advisable. So if you have your own work or you have something,
the minimum wage is not encouraging.
The minimum wage is not, because by the time you start spending money, the money
is gone. Yeah.
It will not even take you up to 1 week.
So is it part of the jackpot syndrome where you still compare Nigeria and Morocco and you still believe it's still better?
Come on, Morocco is far better. They are not even in the same level.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if people consider UK, better. Canada, but you just still Morocco, any jackpot and jackpot?
Maybe if you cannot afford UK or you cannot afford Canada for now, you can come here. You'll still be making your money little by little till you arrange enough money. Then from here, it's easier to travel to a bigger country from here, because here there is nothing like bribery. So far you have all your documents, yalla, you are free to go. They will not ask you to pay bribe. So far you have everything they need. You give it to them, then they give you what you want. Especially when you have been living here for long and you have no problem with government, you have no crime problem, and you have their resident permit. It's very easy. And
it's cheap too.
And it's very cheap. So that's it.
And they're welcoming Nigeria. Do they welcome Nigerians?
They welcome everybody. They don't discriminate. They welcome everybody, and they are so friendly. So that's one good part of it. Like last 2 years, I traveled to Russia. I spent just about 2 to 3 days, and I did not even stay. I had to tell them that, please, I want to go back, because my customers are missing me.
Wow. Okay.
So you understand. So it's easy. It's much more easier to travel from here if you have been here for long and you don't have any crime history. But do you think it's possible for Nigeria to stay in a place without crime history?
Well, it's every other country, though, not just Nigerians. Well, again, how happy are you? The Nations Cup is coming later in December.
Wow,
you're going to make money
happy
as a businessman.
Yes, because I know that more Nigerians are coming.
Yes, Nigeria.
They would like to order more Nigerian food.
So you're ready to do business.
Yes, we are ready for them.
Okay. So and again, Morocco is hosting the World Cup in 2030.
2030.
Yeah, alongside Spain and Portugal.
Yes. In fact, major renovation has been going on in Rabat now as we are talking now. Roads, even their stadium, and a lot of infrastructure. They don't wait till when they have something before they build. They keep building every day. They don't wait till when the thing comes. They keep doing the job. You understand? That is one thing that makes them different from Nigeria. Nigeria, we don't have that culture, but these people, as I'm talking now, houses are being built. Roads are being built, infrastructure is going on, many things are going on. They don't wait till when they need it, they just do it ahead. They are planning ahead. So they are far better than Nigeria. Let's forget about that one.
Thank you very much.
In terms of look at electricity now, since I've been here for 9 years, it was only once I heard that
there was a power outage.
And that place where the power was tripped off, it was Nigerian people that were living there because they did not pay their light bill.
Wow.
That is why it tripped off.
Mixing tradition and modern hustle. His story reminds me that no matter where we are as Nigerians, our resilience and diligence will always be obvious. With new perspectives fresh in our minds, we head to the Marrakech train station to book a 4-hour trip to Rabat. Before boarding, we grab a quick bite. So Shina is trying to get information that we need to know when. So we have to look for something to eat before we die of hunger. And guess what? The only thing we can eat out here is McDonald's because that's the worldwide food. Nothing like a basemo. We just chop it with even for London, say.
The manager.
But at least London for go here or go for.
Of course, no, but this is Morocco and
Morocco with this. Okay, cool. We're heading now to board the train from Running from Marrakesh to Rabat. What a journey it has been, you know. And the standard of the train is not bad, it's cool. It's just like, you know, we get this one with Naija, but you do bad like this. Yeah, but it's cool, it's fine, and it's going to be a 3-hour journey from here to Rabat, capital of Morocco. So Shina and I are trying to identify our coach so that we can just relax, set up laptops and start working. All right, so we're leaving Marrakesh now, heading to Rabat. It's a 3-hour journey from Marrakesh to Rabat. Rabat is a more modern city, capital of Morocco. You need to see it. It's just like, you know, living in Europe. Everything is automated, you know, everything. But Marrakesh looks different, completely different.
On the train, I captured the simple, everyday moments and even some unremarkable views that remind me that every journey has its quiet parts.
Alright, just arriving in Rabat. Was a long journey. It looked like the locomotive train was struggling, but eventually we're here. And there are 2 different stops, so we just had to understand. I kept asking questions, but eventually we're here now, so let's see how it goes. We're trying to see if we can go get our accreditation, though it may be late. We don't know if the CAF office is still open now. If not, we'll just go look for where to relax and do some content, you know, and also see how we can target where we can have, if we have some coaches in town, and we can have them interviewed. It's Rabat. This is Rabat. We just got here and you can see the difference between Rabat and Marrakesh. You will know that this is more modern than you know, the old orange looking houses that we saw all through the streets of Rabat. So it's a different view altogether, well planned, just like Abuja and Lagos. I know Abuja and Lagos are very, very, you know, well planned. Every other country, state, certainly will have to go through some sort of state development plan, not the federal government of that country. So this is the capital, so that's that city that people visit more. Tourists will come in or arrive in first. So looks like Europe to me.
As we make our way into town, I join my colleague OJB on a mission, a search for what the taste
Search of food. Man can do anything to survive and to sustain and to exist. And that's what we're doing now.
Wandering through the streets of Rabat, we discover a sport serving authentic Naija food.
To eat. To eat. Okay, so we're here now. All the energy. See what I can see here. Can you see this agbo? Hey, Jesus. Agbo too solid.
But before we come down now, bro, food's not finished. You don't digest.
Yeah, just get inside.
Why don't you?
So we're here to eat.
A few moments later.
every swallow was a hit back to back. You know what I mean? After our meal, we visit the Marriott Hotel where some of the national team coaches and special guests are staying. Feeling a bit tired, we decided to check into our own hotel instead. Later that evening, I captured the magic of Rabat at night, the glowing street lights and the energy of the city as it comes alive.
But we're expecting the president to do something very well.
The next morning starts with a hearty breakfast that fuels us for the day ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. And it's the morning of the draw. And of course, myself and Shina had a great night because had the room together and it was fantastic. So it's breakfast time and trying to fix ourselves with something to eat. Then we get ready to hit the Sofitel Hotel to go and do some interviews. And after that, of course, we'll look forward to a great grand night where the draw will happen at the Mohammed V National Theatre, where is the venue of the today's event. You know, eating, multitasking.
This is not Eba.
Enjoying himself. We call him the Eba master. He loves Eba like anything. So I'm having this for breakfast. Okay, I don't even know what the names are, but just I can't start. Bread, scrambled egg, pancake, and
Buffet.
it's not a buffet, and cappuccino. So after this, then we hit the road and go hunt for stories and content.
Shina and I get up for a busy schedule filled with interviews and content creation. Our main focus? The Afcon 2025 draw at the Mohammed V National Theatre, a moment we've all been waiting for. It's work time. We're heading to the Sofitel Hotel to meet up with some stakeholders, coaches, former players, legends, and go have a chat with them. I'm not working alone. I'm with Shina Oludare, sporting Shina, who is behind the camera, and we're just trying to hop on a taxi and we head to Sofitel. After that, we'll go to the Marriott Hotel where we're going to be having the Super Eagles coach, Eric Shell, speak to us, hopefully, and of course, he will tell us what he thinks about the draw and the chances of Nigeria, not just for the Afcon, but for the Make or Mark games in March. So, stick with us. As we head towards the venue, I'm captivated by the serene sights and sounds of Rabat early in the day. Along the way, we meet with Dr. Christian Emeruwa, head of CAF Security. When you talk about the organization and the well-being of competitions across Africa, you talk about experience somebody brings to the table, and of course, having a secured organization of such events, massive, as big as hosting over 1 million people who visit countries. You talk about Dr. Chris Emeruwa, the head of security of CAF. First, of course, it's a job I know you're passionate about, but how is it for you working, and ensuring doing it very well? Because I know you're also very meticulous when you talk about details too.
Well, it's been quite interesting. Africa has been very interesting for us, basically, because you go from one country to another country and you see things from a different perspective. But the good thing that we've tried to do in our little way is to set the standard, to try to create a standard template that is adoptable anywhere we go. So it makes the job more easier when you already have a template, and all you do is you go to the countries and push them to meet up to your standards. So yeah, it's been quite challenging, as you expect. Definitely, it's not an easy job to get people in line, especially most of the countries we go are mostly hosting major events for the very first time. So you have to really take a lot of time to hold them and guide them as they move, as they move towards the eventual organization of the event itself. So yeah, it's been quite interesting. It's something I love doing and I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah, so you have the security of the whole African continent in your hand.
No, that's in the hand of God. We only try as much as possible to make sure that everyone feels safe. Each time we have our events. And of course, also more importantly, that people who are working in different functional areas do not get distracted by interferences from others who are not supposed to be in their workspace. And of course now we work with authorities to also consider the larger scope, beyond what used to be before. As you know, security is dynamic, so things changes over time. So, and we have to catch up. And the CAF, in this regard, I would say, is a pivot leader in this aspect within the continent.
Riding with him, we chat about his work in keeping African football arenas safe. A conversation that gives me a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes efforts that make this event possible. So later on, at the Mohammed V National Theatre, the excitement builds. I got to conduct quick interviews with locals who were very excited about the draw and the eventual Nations Cup tournament.
Thank you very much.
For the withdrawal of the African Union team.
Yeah.
So this will be an amazing event here in Morocco. So we hope that all the teams will enjoy the game, inshallah, in the upcoming summer, inshallah, here in Morocco.
Yeah, which teams do you expect in Morocco group? Which teams do you want?
Yes.
It's going to be tough.
Yes, I prefer the tough countries. I prefer Senegal or
No, you
maybe.
can't be in Senegal. Senegal is in the same pot. Yeah.
Yes, it's first class. So I may prefer
Ghana
Ghana.
did not
Yes,
qualify.
yes,
Ghana did not
maybe
qualify, sorry.
Algeria, maybe especially for the Arabic countries. So that will be another.
Tunisia.
Yes, Tunisia. I think it's for the second spot or something like this. So I hope that we can see tough countries conflict with each other. So it's gonna be, inshallah, so amazing. It's a mixture of the Moroccan culture. So we hope that all people can know the Moroccan culture and know more about it, inshallah.
I'm looking forward to seeing which group is going to be the group of death. I like to see a lot of competitive nations placed in a particular group. So I'm looking forward to seeing tough countries just meeting in a group just based off of their rankings and where they are placed in parts. Basically, I don't think Morocco is going to struggle a lot, and that's just because they have a good team. They have added Brahim Diaz to that team. There are a lot of additions coming in from, that 2022 team. So it's almost like they are going to have a big team, and they are going to look to make it similar to Côte d'Ivoire back in 2023, 2024. So I don't think it's going to be a lot of struggle for them, but I do think because outside of their pots, there are great nations also that will be paired in other groups. I do think when it comes to the quarter-final stages, that's where their strength is going to be tested.
Oh, my first expectation is the jersey will be in the nice group.
Okay.
And because the last Afcon we goes until the third place, and now I think that we will go more than this place.
Okay. Do you think the DRC team has a very good side that can do very well?
I think now they can make a surprise because we have a good generation. And also our coach now is make a good job, so I think we have our chance.
Yeah. Afcon in Côte d'Ivoire was massive, was sweet, it was interesting.
Yes.
Do you expect same in Morocco later in the year?
I think because it's not my first time that I come to Morocco for one organization. And I know that Morocco make a good organization for the competition. So I will be not surprised that the competition will be good.
Do you think Nigeria stand a chance after getting very close last year?
I have to tell you one thing. I was je perds mon anglais. I was a big fan of JJ Okocha.
Oh, okay.
And my first jersey of Nigeria I bought, it was of JJ Okocha. So my favorite team before, it was Nigeria.
Okay, so do you think we got to the final last year? Do you think we'll get to the final this year?
For me,
Yes,
yes, but for me, I'm sorry for Nigerians, but I think that the generation is not as good as before. So you can make a good parcours, but to go to win the competition, I'm not sure.
After having some time at the Mohammed V National Theatre, we headed back to the Marriott Hotel, where waiting was a whole host of dignitaries. We caught up with coaches and different former players of different national teams, legends alike, you want to say. And we had some time to speak with them about the prospects of the Africa Cup of Nations.
I have no expectations. When I was in the previous two cans with Afcons with Gambia, we really had an idea from we don't want to play this one or we don't want to play that one. Now with Mali, I think we have a good team, we have a strong team. And sometimes it's playing against strong teams, it's easier to motivate the players. I don't think there are weak teams. Every team is a good team.
The expectations are to have a group with difficult teams, difficult to beat, because all the teams who are here showed us in the qualifiers that everybody can play good football, and you don't have no more small teams in Africa now. You saw what happened in the last Afcon in Ivory Coast, that small teams are beating big teams, so it will be the same.
No more expectations. To be honest, when you play a competition like Afcon and you want to win it, you need to be ready to play against all the teams. So just in a hurry to see which team we're gonna play, but no preference. Just want to see how.
While I was busy in Rabat. Welcome, Coach Eric to Marriott.
How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome, Coach. You good?
Thank you very much.
How was the trip?
I was very delighted to be the one to welcome him.
So we look forward to the draw tonight.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful and positive for the very
Thank
first
you.
time.
Mario, how are you? How are you, bro? That's right. You look good. Yeah. How's the trip? Good to see you, Coach Eric.
Waited for him and had some light meal, and we share our hopes for the tournament, of course. How happy are you ahead of the draws tonight?
Yeah, I'm so excited to be with you now. And, yes, we have a draw tonight. We expect that the Afcon will have the great team against we. And now I'm focused on my team, on my player, and for the Super Eagles, we can't beat anyone. We are a strong team, and now we need to focus on world qualification.
Soon enough, it was time to step into the buzzing venue for the draw. We'll get in and see what we can capture right here.
South Africa.
Bafana. They join in.
Well, come out.
Of course, Nigeria, you were there in 2013 as captain and winning the Africa Cup of Nations. You're looking at the group now. You've got former champions, for example, in your group is Tunisia. What do you make of Nigeria's chances? They were all the way through to the final last year. Do you think that they can do it this time around?
Absolutely. I think, just like I said earlier, we do have a very good team. And the players, they're improving, like we have I don't want to mention names, but I think we have one of the best set of players in this generation, and they showed that in the last Afcon. So why not? Looking at the group, it's never going to be easy for us, but we know the Nigerian team, the Super Eagles, coming out of the group is also never a problem. But I hope that we start very well, and then we can take that momentum to the final. So we're building on our last performance at the last Afcon. And like I said, it's about time that, we get our hands again, on this amazing trophy right here. And I think we have the group of players and a wonderful new coach to do that.
Okay, well, of course, you've got competitions from all these countries as well that will be hoping to get their hands.
The atmosphere is electric as teams are grouped for the tournament, set to take place from December 21st, 2025 to January 18, 2026.
Or the final, or the losers final, so it means also semi-final minimum, and that's the goal. We have quality. There are a lot of strong teams in the thing, but I'm confident in my players, in my staff, in my federation. We have to develop the coming months a team, and we have to come here with the ambition to stay till the last day.
Waiting wants to go to the next stage and then take it step by step. Every team. I don't think a team comes just.
It was a fantastic event put together by the Confederation of African Football. The post-event buzz perfectly captures the passion and excitement of the night. Early the next morning, I head back to the train station for my journey home. On the train, I take a moment to reflect on all that I've experienced. Okay, so I'm awake this morning and I'm ready to leave Rabat. Got to the station, the train station on time for the first one to depart because my flight from Marrakesh is about 1 hour, 1:50, so certainly I need to be here. And fantastic experience covering this event. Did a lot of work, met the Super Eagles coach, and my friends, my colleagues. It was good, and start having the mentality that I'll be back here hopefully by the grace of God end of the year to come and cover the Nations Cup.
So the train station?
Exiting it now. Yeah, a rigorous process, but finally done. So ready now, looking forward to having our aircraft arrive and on board, and it'll be flight all the way to the Gatwick Airport. Whew, what a day it's been. Checking in is always very difficult, especially when you're carrying gadgets. You have to explain. In fact, you're the only one they have to totally open your bag, check it, bring out the camera, check this, check that. I hope things get better technology-wise so that we don't have to go through that rigor anymore. Get my boarding gate. Find out where TUI gate is. TUI is gate A2. There's at the Emeruwa Airport, and it's time to look for my gate. 125. This way. Let's look for it. Boarding now, and guess who I met? A business mogul in Francois, who is based in Marrakesh, and he does real estate business. So we'll talk more about that because that's the intent in Marrakesh.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's the plan. So
do something in Marrakesh.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, why not? So we'll get you into it, and you may have an idea of how to make money. Doing Airbnb in Marrakesh because they're going to have lots of visitors in the next
Exactly,
year.
the World Cup,
yeah, World
Afcon.
Cups, Afcon. So yeah, maybe
Good
we'll talk about
investment
that.
opportunities.
Yeah, great one. I think I was wowed when he boldly moved all the way from London to Marrakech for real estate business.
That's it. Well, you got to take risks in life.
Yeah.
Risks, you never know.
Yeah, so we'll talk more about this in the course of other episodes of my vlogs, and we'll sit down with Francois and his team and come to Marrakech to profile some of the properties, and he explains better so that we'll have better understanding of this business life.
I look forward to it, man.
Thank you,
Love
man.
it to meet.
So we're boarded now, and
There is a life
time
jacket
for us
under
to
your
head out
seat. Do
from
not remove the life jacket unless instructed to do so by the cabin
London
crew.
Gatwick
Fit the life
Airport.
jacket, place it over your
So
hand.
it's been
Wrap the weapon
amazing.
strap around your waist and fasten the buckle.
Amazing covering this
Pull the adjustment
event
straps
and
tight to
closing
the
all
life jacket
this.
firmly against your body,
Making
and the
you know
life
certain
jacket will
things you may not
inflate when
know
you pull
and
down
find
sharply on the red
interesting.
toggle.
Thank you.
It's me. You may otherwise leave on board. Any lost property found by the crew will be handed over to the airport team here at
So thank you
London
to
Gatwick.
everyone that followed.
Please take care if you override this.
Back and now the shuttle straight to the south terminal, then from there get to train straight to Luton, and that will be it for my trip. Thank you very much.